Coming up next on Mental Health Matters with Marty, it's time for a mental wellness check. Stay tuned. Yeah, what's happening, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy. It's your nephew. Now I sound like Kirk Franklin, huh? It's your favorite uncle, your cousin, not I'm gonna say not your baby daddy though. Get it straight. So anyway, it's Martinez Sellers, your mental health hygienist, coming to you live and in living color, all the way from Southern California, where the sun is always shining. Listen, I had to put my hat on today because I got an East Coast gentleman coming here, and I gotta let them know we know how to show some charm out here in Southern California. So let me know that you're live. What's going on, everybody? I'm excited. Listen, we are turning the corner on this pandemic. We're turning the corner on our lives. The summer months are around us, and it is time to do a mental health check. What's going on, Jerron, my brother? Good to see you. Listen, I'm so glad to know that's my brother from another mother, and he's doing it out here. So glad. Listen, dial some people up in here. We want to get people in here. We want to know, yes, greetings from Southern, that's right, South Florida. Hello, Florida. Hope everything is going well out there. We want you to come in and join us on tonight. Hello. Walter B. Walter, man, I got to have you up on my show, man, real soon. Like, yes. Good to have you. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Jones? How you doing? How you feeling? Hello. Get some people up in here because we're going to be talking today. And let me share this with you. Mental Health Matters with Marty was designed and is designed to be a mental health support to you. We are not a replacement for your mental therapy, but we are a supplement. We want to bring you some good news. We want to stop the stinking thinking as it pertains to mental health and wellness, especially in our African American and our Black communities and in communities of color. But if you are experiencing any type of psychiatric emergency, listen, we want you to go to your nearest hospital, near urgent room, urgent care, or definitely call 911, 211 so you can get the 411. So that's what it's like, y'all. Hey, we love you. Get the people up in here. How you feeling? How you living out there? Hello there. Hello. Listen, I almost went like I was on Portia Scott's show. Hello, darling. How are you? But we are so good. Cousin, how you feeling? Yes, get the family in here. Dial up all the family. We need to do this. That's right. We love you. Listen, get in the room. How you doing? Let me know. Today, if we're talking about mental health, wellness, and doing a wellness check, how are you doing? There's so much going on in our society. So listen, I'm tired of it just like you. And I'm making sure that I'm fighting my own vicarious trauma. What am I saying by fighting vicarious trauma? As a Black man, as a Black male therapist, listen, we as Black men and Black people and people of color have gone through some significant changes, challenges, and different choices that have not been made in the positive light for us in the midst of 2020 and even beginning 2021. And I want to definitely salute all of us, those who are in the fight, because it's like we are daily fighting for our lives. But I came on today to say, how are you doing? Because it's time for a mental wellness check. But I'm so glad that I'm not here by myself. My brother. Come on, that's right. He is here with me. We were doing a show, and definitely we're going to be doing some other things too. We got some exciting stuff coming on, but I want to bring my brother all the way from the DMV. Now, he's making some changes out there in the DMV. Love to have him. Glad he's out here, but he's on the East Coast, which is at Miss Phoebe. How are you, darling? Hope you are doing well. Paula, how are you, dear? Yes. Come on in the room. So, talking good, sir. Cousin, bishop, preacher, apostle. That's right. That's my peeps out there. Love my peeps. good evening. How are you? But I'm so glad to have my brother. He's out here. He's joining me today. We're going to be doing something else real soon. Yes, yes, yes. But none other than Thomas Davis. Come on in the room, Thomas.
Good evening, Marty. Good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? How are you doing? I see Walter. There we go.
Yeah,
yes, DMV.
Yeah, God, DMV. I don't know about yay, God, but we'll just give you a yay.
DMV. What's up, my brother? What's going on?
I thought you didn't had no more love for me because I ain't seen you. You ain't called on the brother. We talking about mental health check. So what's up? Have you been checking up on your brother? What's up?
I've been checking on you through social media and all your Facebook lives and all your StreamYards, and you are doing an amazing job. And I also check on you in my spirit. So you all right? But did you miss me?
My mama says, hey, Thomas.
Hey, mama. But Marty, did you miss me?
Did you call me?
You know what I've been doing, Marty? While I've been away? Minding my business. Minding my business. Minding my business.
You ain't right. Listen, man, it's good to see you.
It's good to see you. You looking good, brother.
Listen, I'm trying to get rid of this COVID-20, but we try to get... Wait. You've been working out.
Hey. Oh, let me stop.
Yeah. Listen, Paula says she's missed you.
Paula, I miss you too. Mwah. Thank you for supporting all of us. So thank you so much.
Yes. Paula is like everyone. She is, I need about 10 more Paulas in my life, and she's going to get the award for just most supportive person who is out there making sure that everyone in her reach. She just doesn't only have her own immediate family. Greetings and salutation, Nick.
Nice. See?
Listen, Nick, glad that you were invited by Jerron. Jerron is my brother. He's my boy. Love him to death. Listen, we want to check up on you. We want to see how you're doing. Please put in the chat, invite other people in. Sometimes we just need to have a sit down and say how we're doing. That's right. And making sure. So, Thomas, how are you doing, and how are you keeping your self-care in the midst of everything that has been going on? Paula says, I'm blushing. Yeah, Paula, you're amazing.
We love you. Hey, Mama. Mama's on.
That's right. Both our mamas always come on. Miss Penny.
Right. So let me tell you this. So, Marty, what you see right here is a glow. Like, I'm so excited. I literally have been doing this, minding my business, and I literally have been healing myself. Yeah. And shout out to our therapists out here. I am rocking Mr. Great DMV person. He's in Richmond, and I shout him out. Yes, he is the real black. Look. All
right.
Shout out to our therapist who made this dope shirt. I support you as always. Thank you for all that you do. But look, Marty, I've been living my life, brother. Been working out a little bit, eating better, drinking water, eating fruit, being healthy. And I also been working on myself. So let me stop playing around and let me get serious. So
you know how we do it here. You know how we roll.
I just want to make sure that I'm invited back. But all jokes aside, though, I just been understanding that life is precious. Understanding the meaning of being okay, and being able to also say, Marty, I'm not okay. I need to talk to somebody because, like you said, this trauma that's going on is mixed between abuse, it's mixed between racism.
Yes.
It's a mixture right now. So being able to say, yo, Marty, I ain't feeling it today, man.
That's right.
Be okay.
Yes. Alana says, love it when y'all get together. Alana, we love it too. Listen, you very quick doing all these shameless plugs of all your stuff.
Look. Marty is the only one to our listening audience that can call me 10 minutes before and say, hey, I need you on the show. And if I can do it, I will make some arrangements to be a support to him.
Today I called you 4 hours before, so I did all right.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. But you're absolutely right. In this climate, we have to learn to do checks on each other. Yep. And I appreciate it because you did reach out and check up on me. Like, hey, miss you. What's going on, dude? You've been awful quiet and what's all that. Up? And I appreciate it. Yeah, what's up? And something simple as a see, I can't stand you.
Plus some exclamation marks.
That's behind the scenes.
We gotta be real. If we gonna do this, we gotta be real. Where you been?
right. But we have to make sure we are checking up on each other. In these times when we're going through trauma, we're going through vicarious trauma, socialization and making sure checking on each other's. That's why I thought it was so important doing a mental wellness check, just to say, how are you doing? So people, listen, if you're listening and you're inviting people on, let us know, how are you doing? How are you handling this injustice? How are you handling the pandemic? How are you handling getting your shots? How are you handling life? Because listen, we want you. I always say it this way, Thomas. We have to stop the stinking thinking. Stop the stinking thinking, because we have to speak up. We have to speak out. And we have to live. That's right.
And look, I know this is your show, and after we live, we're going to realize that all of our possibilities are limitless.
Hey. Come on. Hey, that's what we're doing. That's right, because as we live, we do get to discover limitless possibilities. And too many of us have been confined by the own trappings of our own mind. Listen, I put boundaries on other people. Why? Because I need the freedom to be able to think and live my best life. I get the freedom to enjoy my life. Listen, as old as I am in this gray, I'm not going. Was that a little laughter?
No, there was a sneeze.
I didn't hear a sneeze.
It's allergies. It's allergies.
I didn't hear a kerchew. I heard nothing. I heard laughter.
We could do the podcast together, but it'd be fun. We should do a good comedy.
But you know what? What I love that we always bring is definitely laughter.
Right.
We don't laugh enough in life. We don't. We don't laugh enough. We don't allow people to. Sterling, what is going on, my brother? Hey, let us know you in the room. Sterling, what's happening? Listen, if I had your hair, yes. Thank you, Paula. Paula said, "God bless you," because
God bless you too. Yes.
So we have to laugh. We have to support each other. So that's why I'm excited about what you're doing. Excited about what we're doing collectively in healing each other. Why is healing, especially for, I'm gonna go here, for Black men, so important today?
I'm gonna answer that by answering your first question. What Marty and I are doing is not just an illustration to get y'all to laugh, like, and share. We want you guys to enjoy yourself, but what we are really doing is what we do off screen. We laugh, we join each other, we pick on each other, we check on each other. We also do something that we don't like to do now: hold each other accountable.
Yes.
So the second question is, why is it important to heal? We as a Black men need to heal because we've been trying to struggle. We've been fighting. We've been mad. We've been angry for over 400 years. And this has been going on for a long period of time. As a person of color, as a Black man, trying to provide for your family, trying to be there, trying to still be strong for yourself. So at the end of the day, we have to find ways to let some of this stuff go. And we're not letting it go to say that we are forgetting about it. We are letting it go so we can have a quality of life. Because like Marty said earlier, we are a people of color that can get sick easily. People of color, we are prone to high blood pressure, diabetes, stress attacks, panic attacks, mental disorders. Yes, there is a thing in the Black community, y'all. We all have times where we are just not where we should be, and we need that mental support. So it is real. And shout out to our people that are coming out, that are saying, hey, I am not okay. And Martin, that's the main point of what I'm trying to say, brother. Say I'm not okay. And don't worry about what no one else has to say. That's all I got to say, brother.
But you're so right. Self-care is so important these days.
Right.
And the problem is the reason we have high blood pressure. I was on with one of our followers last night, and she was doing this cooking segment on Instagram, and she invited me in. Yeah. And because part of a lot of this anxiety, a lot of the stress that we are doing is we can help by alleviate a lot of it by talking to people, by it's okay not to be okay, and go get help. Yes,
I love it.
I am not yes. Yeah, I hear you. A lot of us are not okay. So what are we going to encourage for those of you who are not okay? And Thomas, join in on this too. I want to encourage you to do a couple things. Go back to your social circles. Make sure that you have someone that's going to check in with you every day, or that you can check in with someone as well with that, because that's going to help us get back into things. Number 2, get back into doing things that you love doing. If you have not been doing those things, that is so important that you do. With that, I'm going to encourage us to definitely, we're praying for our sister. That's right. I love you guys for supporting and praying and giving the advice. Number 3, journal those things down. Journaling. I always stress journaling because I like journaling as a intervention whenever I'm doing my patients and everything. I keep my journal by me. And I got colors in it. I draw. I got my rest in peace stuff.
I know that's right.
Right. What's at stake? Rest in peace. What's at stake is my sanity. I told my insanity to go rest at peace. I told my heartaches to rest in peace. I told my problems to go rest in peace. With that, whatever. Your journal only has to make sense to you. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. I do this as a mind dump. Let's look what Nick is saying. Nick is saying this. Nick Johnson. Thank you guys for joining us. Says, I have been in therapy for over 2 months, and I feel like I've lost 50 pounds. Come on. Thank you, Nick. I've come a long way, but I've got a long way to go. But I thank God for the progress. Nick, thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that. Let's read Jerron's. Can you read Jerron's comment for me?
Yes. I've been journaling daily since March the 14th of this year. It has helped tremendously. Thank you, Brother Clark, for sharing that.
And I love that. Jerron is another mental health therapist. And so if we in the profession are doing that, and this is what we do. It helps so much. I love that. It does. It really does. I'm like my brother Nick here. He says it lifts. It feels like this burden has been lifted off of you. Why? I'm going back to our brother Danny Ross. We carry too many of the wrong messages. The messages that we carry, come on. We carry messages of hopelessness. We carry messages of doubt. We carry messages of insecurity. So listen, let those messages and those negative messages go. I'm trying not to go too biblical and spiritual. Go ahead, Thomas.
Can you post that comment up right quick about the weight piece?
Yes.
Can you repost that comment?
Yes.
Let me dissect this thing. That's why I'm sitting over here. He said, I've been in therapy for over 2 months.
2 months.
What is 2 months? It's 2 months, right?
Yeah.
That means that you're waiting. Stay right there.
Okay.
And I feel like I've lost 50 pounds.
Right.
That's another sign of what? Wait.
I
came a long way. Still waiting, but I got a long way to go.
Yes.
I thank God for the progress. Let me tell you what I'm about to say, Marty. Close your mouth and get ready. This boy going in. Watch me work this. There is 2 kinds of weight: the WAIT and the way that we lift that burden.
Right.
Sometimes you got to wait some things out.
Right.
Whereas on the other side, you gotta let some of that dead stuff go.
Yes.
So I want, and the reason why I asked for this comment to go up, because I want people to understand sometimes you can't get things right away. You have to wait, like stop. But on the other side of that, you got to be able to let some of that dead weight go. That those relationships go, that mindset go, that thought go, that opportunity that you keep put it away. You got to let all those things go so you can get to that easy weight and wait for your opportunity that's going to come towards you. That's all I have to say, sir.
I love it. I love it. Yes. Been journaling. Keep journaling.
Keep on.
Been your saving grace. Yes. Because as you lay aside the weight, the WEIGHT,
right.
and let that go, and then you begin to wait, WAIAIT, on those good things. I start looking for my joy. I start looking for my peace. Because as I'm waiting, and what here's see, you got me going. Waiting. You all right? This is our show tonight. The WAIT is not a passive. Hang in there, being good. That's right.
Please do.
It's not passive. It's not a passive wait, meaning that I wait and do nothing. But it's as I'm waiting, I'm still walking towards my goals.
Hold on. As you're waiting, and you started, we got to do something that I've been teaching to all of my clients last week, and it is a 3-letter word, ART. What does the artist do, Marty?
What does the R?
What does an artist do? An artist, yes.
A painter paints.
What else do you do? Like, what's the mindset? What is some things? Just say 5 words that come to mind when you say when you think of a painter.
When I think of an artist, or if I think of an artist, I think of someone who's a visionary. I think of someone who creates something from nothing. I think of someone who then takes the colors that are before them and takes a plain tapestry, a plain piece of paper, a plain a canvas, and then creates and makes it beautiful. They're interpreters. They interpret vision. They interpret. What? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
One more. Just give me one more.
Then they take what other people lack in vision and create them and give them now opportunities to see what they never saw before.
So this is to all of our viewers. This is why Marty and I always, because we have not even talked about any of this. He called me 4 hours ago, aka 10 minutes, and said, "I want you on the show. We just doing this as we go." I asked him to think about the mindset and the word artist, someone that designs stuff.
Hey, Dr. Allen.
Hey, Dr. Allen. When I am meeting with clients and people, I'm giving them that word art. But this is what the A word means. Accept. We got to learn how to accept some of those things that we can't change. We got to accept the fact that we're not going to get that job, that we're not going to get that promotion. That relationship just not for me. That text message didn't come in at night where that I wanted to come. We have to accept that. Once we accept it, we begin to do what as the painter do. He has a vision. He sees what he wants to draw. Then we got to recognize the fact that this is where I am, and I have to be okay with that. Once you accept it in your mind, you recognize it. That means that you're beginning to be okay with it. And then that T word is a transition. What change are you going to do? When you realize that all of those things that could have not been were, what are you doing to accept it? Okay, I did it. Recognize, okay, I said it. This is where I'm going to do. This is my plan. You are recognizing, you are developing that strategy. And then that T, transition. That's all that an artist do. He see the vision. He recognizes where the pieces of the puzzle, aka the points of your life. The artist recognizes where the pieces of where the pieces should go. The last thing the artists do, he takes that pen and he strokes it, and he's making a change. So my question to everyone is watching, what change are you ready to make? I didn't teach this, Marty, to my clients until I taught it to myself.
Oh, that's good.
In order for me to be a therapist, in order for me to be a black male therapist that is healed, I had to accept some things in my life. I had to recognize what I need to do. And then once I put that plan in motion, I walked towards the plan. I didn't run away from it.
Let me tell you something. You better patent that
I'm done.
And trademark it, because I'm about to steal it and run with it. But that is so good.
We have to.
But people they talk about change,
right,
but they're not ready for the transition.
Right.
Let me say that again. We talk about change, but we're not ready to make the transition, because transition means you have to do something.
Right.
And when we were talking about that, the transition and the waiting period, it's an active, it's a continual, it's a nonstop transition.
Right.
It's a nonstop active waiting. It's a nonstop having the vision to accept. It's a nonstop having the vision to recognize. It's a nonstop having the vision to make the transition. In that. Yeah. I'm always accepting. I'm always recognizing. I'm always transitioning. I'm always accepting. And I was dealing with a patient today. I was talking about radical acceptance.
Right.
We had to get to the point that he had to realize that his marriage was radically over. She had moved on and started entertaining other people with the baby. I'm like, oh, baby, we got some radical.
Martin, so let's be radical right quick. I'm looking at some of the comments in the chat. Let's do something radical right now. Let's affirm these individuals who are making their comments, and we applaud you. This is not a call out. This is not to say that you're wrong. This is to say that we as the therapists, we as the people, we see you. We are encouraging this transparency. But we want to change some of that mindset. AKA, let's change some of that stinking thinking.
Right.
Let's start saying, young people who are posting, everybody that are dropping these comments, start saying this: I got this. When you feel like that you can't do it, say I will do it.
Yeah, and I'm going to take it one more step there.
Right.
Put your name in it. I, Marty Sellers, will do this. Marty Sellers, I got this. What by putting your name in? See, you're coming down my territory. We then begin to. No, you're all right. You begin to change the stinking thinking. You then create new neurological pathways, new neural receptors in your brain. Because when I say I got this, I can say, well, maybe Thomas really does got this. But when I say I, Marty Sellers, got this, that changes the whole dynamic. My brain then has to accept that it's talking, that I'm talking to myself. Come on.
Yes, comments. Comments.
That's
we are loving it. Keep them coming.
Yes.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
I have to tell my thoughts and my actions to come in line with my thoughts that I have now spoken out of my mouth. I have to speak up. I have to speak out so that I can begin to live. Come on. I got you. Come on.
We are doing it up, y'all. And the thing is, we are enjoying what we do.
Yes.
What you all are seeing is who we are outside of the
Davon, I love it. I love it. Yes. This is who we are, y'all.
Yeah.
And I appreciate this, brother. I appreciate the Mac in the back, aka known as Daryl, because he's there to support me.
Is he gonna come up front now? Ooh, I put him on the spot.
Look, right. He ain't. Then my boy Brent Jones put his comment on the screen. He wrote a song that says, "Open your mouth and say something." That's why you gotta open your mouth. You know, he says you got to open up your mouth and say something. Why? We say it all the time. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. It sure enough, sure don't. If I had a moment, I throw a song up. But and shout out to Brent Jones. He's the one who wrote the opening. Enjoy your life. I'll never give him any more props because. Be free, live right. Yeah. He regular, but anyway. Now I can call him regular, but none of y'all better call him regular.
Hey, that's not my ministry. That's not my. Hey, I'm minding my business.
You ain't minding your business, but it's the truth. We have to speak those things like they are. And then going back to the comment. Listen, you're right, Carlin. Waiting on my check. Talk to my attorneys.
And look, tell him, don't get a check. You better get that credit card or a transfer. Yeah.
But no, that's my boy Brent Jones. I got nothing but mad love for him in this time. But we have to be mindful of what we speak and how we do it. Yeah, I miss Thomas. Yeah. Y'all act just like me and Jerron. I love it. Nick, you got to come on. You got to have you and Jerron on the show with us. Carlin, don't tell him we dynamic together. He think he's going to be a regular on here.
Look, host, visitor. Host,
whatever.
Visitor.
Here's the sad thing, Thomas. People would never believe that we have never met in person.
Never ever.
We have the pandemic. The pandemic has brought some great things around. So I know that it was, but even in the midst of tragedy, even in the midst of things, you have to look for the positive, look for the silver lining. There are many brothers that I would not have met had it not been for the pandemic. And I thank God for the pandemic, not in the negative sense of it, but the opportunities that it opened. I would not have met you. I would not have met Daryl. I would not have met Jerron. I would not have met some of these other brothers that's been keeping us going with this. And I thank all of you, our family and friends on Facebook, because we could not be who we are without you supporting us, without you believing in us, without you continuing to do those things. So yes.
That was so sweet. Oh,
I can be all right. I'm your ninja for a reason. Yeah, I'll fight for you. Be like, what up? But
Sharice Southern.
So who is the guest and where is he from? He all right. He this is my boy. This is my colleague. My all of that. This is Thomas from the DMV. And he is a licensed clinical therapist, a counselor. Who's doing some amazing things. Stop shaking your head. I'm trying to give you some props. Y'all take this mental health matters serious. That's right.
Right.
What Dr. Marty and Thomas speak is real. Sugar honey iced tea. Speak up and leave. Oh, speak. Yes. but it is serious. Too many of us, and I say this all the time, are secretly suffering in silence, in the shadow of shame, because we are embarrassed to say we are not okay. And we do this. Listen, I can't afford to give you a check just yet. But
come on with your money.
I need to be on someone else's payroll too.
Speaking of payroll, end of the month.
Right. Hey, but Thomas, talk to me about this. How do you keep your circle and those that you can see encouraged? Because it's been tough, and I'm not gonna lie. You've seen me at some of my low points. When I've called you and said, "Listen, I'm tired. I don't feel like doing this anymore," or I just can't do this today. So, y'all, man, hey, thank you. More information share with other Black men. Yes. We do this because we love helping Black men. We love helping our brothers that are in this. Where do I get more of this? So Thomas, tell about you have a product line as well, and definitely talk about your product line and what you do.
Yes, sir. So I have, if you go to the website, which is www, it's going to pop up in the chat, .limitlesspossibilities, the word for you.com. And if you click on shop, you will see a lot of shirts with a lot of quotes. And some of the quotes are, I got this. You have to believe that you have it. There is a new shirt that's out that says, respect my journey.
Mm-hmm.
How many of us have allowed people to disrespect our path? So we got to learn how to walk boldly. And as Marty says on the show, speak up, speak out, and live. One of the things that Brent said earlier was something that was key. He said that Marty and I just talk and we just have a great conversation. Mm-hmm. Marty and I would like to break the stigma of African-American people that when you go to therapy, you have to be so deep to where every time you are in, and you need to do more than go to church.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
And I love that point. That's why I stopped laughing. Because he's right. He's right. But the point that I'm trying to make is we got to understand who we are. And we got to understand where we're going. And we got to understand that therapy is not bad. That's my point I'm trying to make.
Amazing.
Talk it out. I mean,
yes.
Marty and I laugh it out, and laughter is good for the soul. Because sometimes I don't have to cry my emotions. I got to find something to birth it out, laugh it out of me. So what Marty and I are doing are examples of what we do off camera, and that's encourage each other, lift each other up. Pick up the phone. If you can't call, send a text message. If you can't send a text message, send a video message. Send a video. Send a voicemail. Like, we got to stop making everything so deep and just do surface level stuff.
Yes. Let's put up Brent's last comment. It says, black men are walking around in a macho coma. You're going to end up in a real coma. And that is the truth, because we were talking about some of the things. See, depression in men, particularly black men, it's real and it shows up differently. So how do I know, and how do you know if your brother, if your father, if your husband, if your boyfriend, if your son, if your nephew, if your uncles or cousins who are men are depressed? A lot of times for we black men, as Brent says, we walk around with this macho coma because we are told, what are some of the stereotypes that we are told as men that we cannot do?
Cry.
Right. We cannot be emotional. We're not supposed to express our. So what you get is anger. What you get is frustration. What you get is irritability. What you get is explosion. And then they say, listen, I told you he was nothing but an angry black man. No, he's depressed because he's shaken up like a soda bottle. And then when he can't take any more, the slightest crack, he not only implodes first because it was bubbling inside, then he explodes next. The implode, he does damage to himself first, and you get the secondary results, which is the explosion, which then comes all over you. And then we say, see, I told you he was nothing but an angry black man. Then we label him. Then he starts to feel bad. Then he turns into himself. Dry those tears. And then we don't have safe spaces for black men to vent. We don't have safe spaces for black men to lay their head and not be judged. We don't. That's why the barbershop was so important. And what if we opened up barbershops at churches? See, the reason why black men have quit going to church is because, hold on, we're getting it together, y'all. That's my stupid camera, but we're going to get it back together. Why a lot of times black men stop going to church because they have not found safety in the church. And see, once we find safety in churches and they're not judged and we're not beating men up, you're going to find them and giving them value and worth. You're going to find a change in that. Listen, I'm trying to tell the truth. That's all I'm saying, because I've been there. I've been there where I thought I had to hold up this expectation. I've been there where I felt I could not explain or share how I truly felt because other people would look at me differently. And once I got over the shame of that and began to embrace who I am and not care. When I listen, you know, I have my 3 F rules.
Well, I'm waiting for you to finish so I could just
go ahead. No, I'm done. Tag, you're it.
Go ahead.
I'm tagging you. That's it. Go.
Everything that you said, Marty, was fire. But let me drop a bomb in your lap. We look at the wrong people and we misdiagnose them as being depressed, when depression looks like you and I.
Yes.
I could be on screen all day. I could walk in your job and say, well, how are you doing? And laugh. And once I walk off of my job, I'm angry. I'm pissed off. I'm frustrated. And I am the angry black man. But when I come into those places where I have to, what we tend to do, mask it,
put on that
you
mask.
would never know.
Because I have to be the Daryl, I forgot the term used, the friendly black, the one that I forgot it. It'll come to me, but continue.
So I'm just saying that we gotta understand that we gotta stop thinking that everyone that should be depressed are depressed. And we gotta learn how to tap into ourselves a little more. Stop trying to psychoanalyze others and deal with our own baggage and our own emotional trauma. So That's a great comment too, by the way, from Paula. And I'm so sorry that you lost your friend with depression. And
depression
you
is
don't know.
real. Depression is real.
It's
Yes,
silent.
and it's a silent killer. It really is. And Paula says, I just lost a friend a few days battling with depression, and I had no idea that he was suffering in silence. Are there warning signs when someone seems like they don't have a care in the world? Some of the warning signs, Paula. So I know September is Suicide Awareness Month, and next month, May is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Right.
And with that, so some of the signs, and in California, and I don't know if it's out there yet in DC. So California has mandated that we now do every 2 years 6 hours of additional CEUs on suicide prevention, because what they've discovered is that the evidence that they've had for the past 50 years has not changed. And again, I'll say this, has not changed the outcomes or reduced suicide or suicide ideation at all.
Right. And then for those that are experiencing the loss of a loved one, that develops further trauma.
Yes,
which
it does.
Something totally different. So go ahead, brother.
So part of it, Paula, what we have to do, and especially for men, 9 chances out of 10 are not going to share with you that they are feeling suicidal. Let me say that again. Men, 9 chances out of 10 are not going to share that they are suicidal.
Right.
I have a client right now that I'm dealing with, and he's feeling the guilt because his father committed suicide. And his father, what he did was he took care of all the business, because a lot of it, we have to look at changes in life. So some of the triggers, Paul, so I can stay on point, when there's lots of changes and certain changes that have happened in life, we have to start being aware of changes in attitude, lost interest of some things that you normally would do. And Thomas, what else do you see in sometimes our young people and men?
I would just say changes in their dress code, changes in their affect, changes in how they interact with you, just overall changes to where you can physically see the bag that's under their eyes. They look tired because they are exhausted, because they are fighting inner thoughts literally in their head. And all day, you're nothing. No one wants me. Why am I here? So you have to understand the body language. If they are like this, but then you find this that's like, okay, whatever. You got to understand that those are some physical changes, but there are also some silent changes.
Yes.
When I see you and I can't give you eye contact, good morning, Marty. How are you? And you got to pay attention to some of those small things.
Right.
And when a person does something drastic, you got to just, make sure that they're okay, especially nowadays, because so many men, so many individuals, period, are going through so much. You can't even walk down the street at this point. That is anxiety alone.
Right.
So imagine someone that was already dealing with those inner thoughts. Now you're combining it with anxiety. That is a lot that a person goes through and endure internally. That's a lot.
That is a lot with that. And take go ahead and switch back to while I fix my camera real quick, Daryl, and take it on to Thomas. My bad. So Thomas, that's I'm doing a lot today.
Speak up, speak out.
Yes, that's right.
Marty is not okay, y'all, right now. He's not okay.
I'm back.
Oh, Daryl is shady. It's okay. You should be glad that I'm a visitor tonight and not in the.
I'm back.
Because I would show his face. Marty, put him on camera, please.
It's all. He has. But this is. But doing this is so vital, and we have to have these conversations. And I'm glad we're having it, because for a lot, especially Black men, when we life change is happening, when we can no longer do those things that we have now valued and thought were valuable to us.
Right.
That becomes very devastating to us, where we can't take it any longer. So, Paula, I hope those have definitely helped, because we have to have, and y'all, we have to have the conversations.
Right.
We cannot be afraid and say, Thomas, are you depressed?
Right.
Thomas, do you
Right.
have suicide ideations, or you're thinking about suicide? Talk to me about it. And we as therapists go, I'm so glad you tuned in as well. And we as therapists, and we have to be, don't be afraid to ask those questions. What are you feeling? Why are you feeling? How can I support you in getting better?
Right.
And a lot of times it's just sharing those feelings. We have to create safe spaces right now where we can really be vulnerable, and don't judge people when they say these type of things or they share. Don't be scared. Don't be scared at all.
And if I may add, so Marty, one of the things that I want to encourage you to do is develop that sense of trust.
Yes.
And one of the things that I want to share that clients share sometimes is that there is a sense of distrust. I have told you something very important in my life, and you violated my trust, and now I'm stuck to deal with that.
Right.
To someone that is listening on tonight, I want to impart this into you. Learn people. One of the biggest things that I had, that, and this is self-talking, I had to learn that everyone that smiles or smiles, you can't put them in your close box. Because some people don't want to see you thrive. Some people don't want to see you grow. Some people don't want to see you out of their relationship because they too scared to do what you're doing. So they begin to put these negative thoughts into your head. That's that distrust. That's that distrust. You got to know who to talk to. And that's why Marty and I always say, reach out to a certified, trained professional that can take some of those inner thoughts and keep them inside into what Marty said earlier, a safe space. And I want to add a safe place.
That's right. That's right.
Because the space is the atmosphere.
Yes.
The places where that person is going to be engaging into you. I have to be in a safe atmosphere.
Right. Right. And in that, so our desire is to create safe atmospheres.
Right.
And I'm going to share this. I am starting 2 support groups, and that is designed specifically for Black men, specifically for young Black men, that I'm going to be doing one in person. Yes, one in person. And that is going to be here in Southern California on Friday evenings, once a month, that we're going to be doing in person. That's going to be a mentorship program. And we're going to be launching the information starting on May 1st. And that is going to be for a selective 25. That's going to be 25. And the other one I'm going to be doing is going to be on Zoom, that we're going to be doing this. And it's geared to help Black men. So Thomas, be ready. I'm going to have you to be one of the Zoom presenters on that. Yes, you can refer people. So on our next show, I will be having all the information and going to our website on how you can register for that. But we want to help Black men. And Jerron, I'm going to be calling on you to help facilitate this as well. Because we need to create, we can no longer just talk about creating safe spaces. We can no longer just talk about creating safe places, but we have to do the work. And we are here to do the work. So we're going to be creating, if you're in the Inland Empire or in Southern California, Los Angeles area, we're going to be having a place that's going to be COVID friendly. In that. So we have air purifiers and everything else so that we will be doing this. And for men, we know, listen, we're going to have food because we can't do nothing without food. Come on.
I need to eat.
I like to eat.
I need to
What you say, Thomas?
I need to eat.
Oh.
You there?
I am struggling tonight. I didn't pull my own cord, but we're going to have food. We're going to be doing that. So if you're in Southern California, stop, y'all. They laughing at me tonight, y'all. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to have food and everything.
You just excited.
I am excited. I am
excited.
I am. When we're talking about changing the trajectory of young Black men.
Right.
Yes. Now, how can we get Black men to accept the help? That's a great question.
Right.
At first, you know what? I
Mm-hmm.
already have a list of about 15 young Black men for the one here in Southern California in person that I'm doing. But we're going to be advertising on our website, and we're going to be advertising on our live shows for that. Now, that one is the Zoom one, and online one is going to be more of a webinar style that we're going to be doing that in. And so with that, we might go up to maybe 50. And I'm debating if I'm going to do one for the young men in their 20s and then one for we more seasoned men that is 30 and above. And so talk to me, Thomas.
I can't talk to you, but all I could tell you, sir, is great minds, because I know my team would be like, no, you did not just go online and say what I just thought you said. But that's another thing that Marty said. We have never met a day in our life. Marty and I connected through a Black Therapist Rock. We were talking about podcast. He said, hey, I want you on the Facebook Live. I'm like, okay, cool. Not even knowing what I was even walking into. Atmosphere, safe spaces. We talked about grooming me. I am a newly business owner, doing some things that I need to do to become a better person. Atmosphere, safe place. And we've never met before in our life. And what Marty just shared, and that's all I can say. And
so what we need to do, we need to combine our forces. That's what we're doing.
I don't know. To my team, I ain't said a word, so I don't want no chats or no text.
We tell the team to quit chilling. Ain't nobody tripping. None of us getting paid with this. So we combining forces and making this great. Because it's not about limitless possibilities. It's not about Marcel Consulting. It's not about mental health matters with Marty. It is about helping us as a people so that we have strong men who are mentally well. They are mentally strong. They are mentally ready to do and handle their things. Yes.
So just so that you know, I've been reaching out individually to my DMV therapists. Everybody that is in the DMV that is open to provide services, to speak about different things. Please hit me up. A group of us are formalizing some great opportunities soon, very soon to come. And that's one of the things that Marty showed me on the West Coast, that we can still be connected, which is the best coast, the East Coast. But
West Coast.
Watch it. All of that to
West
say
is the best.
Connect yourself with like-minded people.
That's right.
That's that thinking that you got to get rid of. Connect yourself to people that's going somewhere. And number 2, stop being lazy. Put the work in. That's it.
I would drop my mic, but it costs too much.
No. Don't you touch nothing over there tonight. You don't drop the laptop, the cameras, everything. I don't know what you got. Don't you touch nothing.
You can't come on my show and clown me. You can't come up on my clone and clown me. Listen, Thomas, you're right. We are talking about doing it. And we're so glad East and the best don't rhyme. See, thank you.
I'm supporting the East. I'm supporting Alana. Really? Is that the young lady that was on the show with her book?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
she belongs to me.
Ms. Moore, check your inbox. I got you.
Right. It is overdue. So listen, we're gonna be having some great things. So and it's almost time. We're gonna be wrapping this up in the month of May, because I know time flies when we're having so much fun. In the month of May,
and just May, you and
I know we don't need anybody else. It's cool. In the month of May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And I am going to be on, y'all pray for my strength in the Lord, every day in the month of May at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. I'm going to keep you up late. 7 p.m. as we're going to be giving tips on mental health and wellness. Mental health and wellness. And what we're going to be doing is coming on, sharing just a little tidbit with that. So I am so excited. We're going to be announcing what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing this. Daryl keeps saying I need to do it on Instagram, but I might. So we might be pulling somebody on Instagram too.
I think you should switch it up.
We might switch it up. Right. Because this is going to get back going so that I can finish writing my book, Stop the Stinking Thinking. I know, Paula, we're going to be trying to, no, don't end. This is so awesome. Nick, man, we love you, man. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you so much, so much, so much, so much. You have my podcast on May 5th. Yes, I'm going to be on your podcast. Don't you? Miss Cherie, I got you. We on the West Coast, so I got you. You know that.
Listen,
I got nothing but love, and we're gonna do this. Yes, I do. I'm old. I gotta sleep.
Okay.
But listen, we love you guys. Stay tuned. Definitely, Jerron, you know I'm going to have you on in May. We're going to be doing all this because we have to speak up, speak out, and live. We don't want anyone to continue to suffer when they don't have to. Help is there. And if you are in need of a therapist or anything like that, talk to us.
Right.
Miss Georgia, listen, you need to have Georgia on your show. She's amazing. She is this amazing cook and chef I was on her show on Instagram on yesterday, and we were talking about
I saw that.
Yes, the marrying of what we eat and how what we eat does infuse in how we feel, and making sure that we are eating the right things. Yes.
That's catchy.
Tommy should join you. The two would be amazing together. Paula, we'll see. Yes. Anytime. I would love to be on there. Just DM me and definitely we can definitely make this happen. Would love for you. Miss Penny, always good seeing you. We love you guys so much. Thomas, again, tell us how can we get a hold of you? How can we support you? What are you doing? And you're just as busy. You're busier than me. I'm trying to grow up and be a Thomas Davis.
Yeah, so Limitless Possibilities LLC, that is our cell phone number where you can reach us all day, 24/7, 240-200-4066. You can reach us on the website at limitlesspossibilitiesforyou.com, and you can follow us on Instagram at Limitless Outcomes. I am honored to say, Marty, that we are growing and we are thriving, and I'm honored to say that I'm blessed to be where I am. I'm honored to be able to be a visible presence within the DMV. I'm just not a DMV therapist. I'm licensed in DC. I just became licensed in Maryland, and a couple of weeks from now, I'll be licensed in Virginia. Thomas is not money hungry. Thomas is walking in his passion, and that's just to let everyone know that their possibilities are limitless. This is not a cliche. My staff, my team, everyone that touches this business understands that I am a visionary. I see forward, and I live that practice to live in my clients. I teach my clients. My entire team teaches clients that don't give up. Don't give in. I have a stutter, but I didn't let that stop me from being on a show, on a platform. I am here. This is what it is. You accept it or you're not. I know we're closing, but know this. Your possibilities are limitless. Thank you so much, Marty.
Come on, Limitless Possibilities. As always, we thank you. And thanks for coming out. Listen, we just want to share with you. Listen, as you are continuing this journey called life, we don't want you to continue to beat yourself up. We want to help you along this journey. So Thomas and I get on here because we love you. We want to make sure you are doing well. That's why I thought it was so important tonight to say, we're doing a mental wellness check. So again, my name is Martina Sellers, your mental health hygienist. Please check out me on the following platforms. And I'm going to follow you, Daryl, because I always mess it up. You can reach me on my podcast, Mental Health Matters with Marty. We're on Apple, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, and iHeartRadio. And please check us out. We drop a new episode. I have one coming out on tomorrow. And if you are an Apple user, please give us a 5-star rating and give us a wonderful glowing review so that others might be able to listen to and hear that as well. And become an iMatter member of Mental Health Matters with Marty by texting I Matter to 855-717-1272. Again, text I Matter to 855-717-1272, where you can get all the latest information about mental health and wellness. And please visit our website at mentalhealthmarty.com, where you can get our shirts, I Am Enough. This is on there. We have wonderful, wonderful merchandise on there. We have a series on there that matches my book that's coming out. I promise y'all it's coming out. Stop the Stinking Thinking, because you have to know that you are enough. Paula, I love you and thank you for that 5-star rating, as you always do. In this journey called life, we don't want you to continue to suffer in silence in the shadow of shame, but we have to change and stop the stinking thinking. Again, we want you to speak up, speak out, and live. And as I say each week, always remember to enjoy your life. See you next time. Enjoy your life. Be free and light. Enjoy your life. Have some fun. Enjoy your life. Be free and light. Enjoy your life. Have some fun. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Enjoy.